Ladies and gents, you have asked for another market update. Since the video I released 3 weeks ago, where I told you exactly what the stock market was about to do, 80 people said they want another one. I'm gonna do it for the 80 people right here in this video. Look, we know the market is pulling back. And surely since 3 weeks ago, it pulled back to exactly where I said it was gonna pull back. Now we're sitting at this level, which is right here. This is US Tech 100, which is NASDAQ. Okay? 11,750. This area right here needs to hold, and it will. It has to, right? It has to hold because the next move that's going to happen is going to be to the upside. From here, as soon as you touch this, it has to be this way. As you create a double top here, well, what happens? You get CPI awaited because the market right now is scared. It's waiting for inflation. As CPI comes out, if it's good, okay, then you get a push back up because now the fear of Fed's hiking interest is out the window. Higher, of course. Okay? If it's bad, of course, it comes down here. Now, this level cannot be broken, of course. This level can be broken, this area right here. This is the NASDAQ, like I said. But this bottom level cannot be broken. You cannot break this level. This is why a lot of bankers started crying, saying to the Feds, please stop hiking interest, the market is crashing. Because margin calls were on the horizon. When you get margin calls, you know what happens? You get money wiped out from everybody's savings. You get money wiped out from retirements, from 401k, 1k. And this is where we are, guys. So as we touch this level, now it's continuous sideways movement. Because remember, the market is prepared. There's nothing else that can push the market down below this level. Nothing. You cannot tell me interest hikes, because interest hikes, as companies release earnings, what do we care about as investors? Earnings. Are they doing great? Well, if a company's doing great, the economy's doing great, it's not going to sell off. It might react short term, but the market in general is doing great. Who here is supposed to care about interest hikes other than the bankers and the Feds, of course, because they want inflation down? As a consumer, I have the money, and you can see it by my spending. That's why inflation is high. That's why these earnings are coming out. So everything is good. It's just the inflation itself. So that's why I believe we cannot break this level, and we won't break this level unless a calamity happens, of course. And we can see that because as the Feds keep talking, Tesla's holding, Tesla's retested, it's carrying the market, right? So most stocks today, they need to rebound, and they will as the market pushes back up. The pullback, okay, the pullback here took a few days. On the way up, it's going to be quicker. And I'm talking about singular stocks, because on the way up, you get another short squeeze. So this is for stocks, penny stocks, and if you're trading futures, this is the same case scenario. Now, let me take a minute here to plug in something. If you're a bad trader, look at the link in the description. I have for you guys a new program with me live. You get to hear my trades before they happen if you're trading futures. Have a look, join, and a lot of people have started entering the wolf's den. Now, that's done and plugged. Look, guys. The market is like a chess game. A, B, C. Some cases D, which is we don't know where. A, B, C. We know A was here. Okay. A was predicted 3 weeks ago. Now we're at B. Okay. Here is our B right here. Now where does C go? Does it go here? Well, that's a potential. But what can push it here? We already got the news. Fed said they're staying at 2%. Inflation is a few weeks later. I mean, the market can't stay at this level for long. It needs to go somewhere. And the only thing that makes sense is to go back here. Okay, C. So once we touch C, then D. Well, D can be over here to fill the gap of 13,500, which would be great if inflation is coming down heavy. But I believe after C, inflation might be a little bit troublesome, and we might come back to test this level and then this level. And then markets make up their mind again and investors make up their mind again, and by the summer we could be back up this way. That's a W pattern, a classic bullish pattern. Matter of fact, it's a classic pattern in a sideways moving market, and we've seen this before. But if we're lucky, we get C, and then inflation, CPI is great, and then we push back up here. There's nothing else that can move the market other than this. Of course, if Biden keeps going the way he is, then good luck. But this is, given the fundamentals in the market today, this is what we believe will happen. This is what I believe will happen, and this is why in the next few sessions, once we test this level, we will begin looking at bullish movements. So this is the level we're looking at, which is 11,800. Of course, with what I'm using broker-wise. To some of you, it might be the same, but this has to be it, because this is the only support you can see here. Now, of course, if we want to go down here, that wouldn't make sense, but that's also a potential, which is 11,500, which is what I said actually in the last video, 11,500, and that's okay. That's only 200 points difference, but between here and here, we begin being bullish and expecting a reversal back up. Okay, now you can see there's a few more points left, a few hundred points left to go bearish, and then we look at a double top to form. So expect a bullish momentum, and expect, well, start piling on, start buying your swings and topping up your swings, because that's the way the market is going to go as CPI comes out, which I don't know the exact date, but you can go to any economic firm to get the exact date for that data when it's released. That's me done. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want another one like this. This helps a lot of you because it gives you an understanding of what the market is going to do. See you guys. Follow me on social media. And peace and love as always. Go make that money. Peace.